Ghost-like villages lie in cinders near Bouar in northwest Central African Republic. This woman's home was destroyed just days ago by the anti-Balaka militia because her husband is Muslim. I'm living in the bush now, she says, having had to flee for safety with her 8 children. Side by side at this church, thousands of Muslims and Christians take refuge after continued retaliatory fighting between the ex-Seleka and anti-Balaka.
Both communities have suffered, whether it was during the Seleka or during anti-Balaka. Both Christians and Muslims have suffered to the same degree.
This is a chronic and complex humanitarian crisis characterized by brutal ethno-religious violence.
It's a situation that has gone from bad to grave. We have tens of thousands of people displaced, but moreover we've seen intercommunal tensions between Christian and Muslim communities as a consequence of frustration, a consequence of attacks and a sense of vulnerability, isolation, a lack of protection. So people are taking up arms. They are emotional, they are fearful, and we're seeing terrible things being done in which children also are being targeted.
While violence has been committed against all groups, now Muslim communities are fleeing the country for safety. A convoy of some 2,000 people leaves this displacement site to go to Cameroon. Those who cannot join must wait in hope for their turn under the protection of African Union MISCA peacekeepers. But weeks of being virtually trapped in the site has taken its toll. 21 children are diagnosed with severe acute malnutrition. They've been put on treatment supported by UNICEF and partners. But it is feared that this is only the beginning.
Des enfants malnutris parce qu'il y en a qui se sont déplacés aujourd'hui.
Malnutrition will be a great concern because with all the crises that we went through here in Bouar, people were displaced, and due to this displacement, some kids will not have treatment for malnutrition and they will become more sick than they were before.
Hundreds of thousands of people are displaced in the country. Loss of agricultural lands, food shortages, and lack of access to basic services means that thousands of children are expected to suffer from severe and moderate acute malnutrition this year. A major challenge for humanitarian actors in the coming months. In Bouar, as in other hard-to-reach regions, insecurity persists and poor infrastructure hampers relief work. So while agencies work to upscale efforts, UNICEF mobile teams work with partners on the ground to quickly assess and act on situations as and when they happen.
We've been using the mobile team approach since we resumed operations in late June, and the whole idea is to get people on the ground who can basically validate the kind of immediate actions that need to be taken. So we've used this approach to reopen health facilities, to see to the resumption of water services, support to hospitals, and also to identify children that require special protection.
French troops have joined MISCA peacekeepers in Bouar to disarm the region. The hope is that this will bring respite to the violence here and now, but more challenges await, and the biggest of all will be to try heal a very fractured and traumatized society.